Showtime!
Aloha,
How is
guys.
everyone doing?
Welcome to our Friday live stream. And today's topic is
Today's topic is the September 13 vaccine requirements and what you need to know if you are planning on coming to Hawaii. How's everyone doing? Aloha Ramon, aloha Tia.
Aloha, everyone.
So we're just getting caught up here. Of course, the rules are on Instagram and here on YouTube. If you do need a question answered, make sure you hashtag Q before your question. This way, we're able to filter through all the different comments and get to your question as soon as possible. Also, just minor rules we do have here on our live is to be respectful to others. Of course, everyone has is entitled to their own opinions. So that would be greatly appreciated. How is everyone doing?
Welcome, our members.
We have a new member, Frederick.
Hendrik.
Oh, Hendrik, yes. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Okay, let's get into it, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of you guys are kind of wondering, we broke this news as soon as it broke here in Hawaii about the September 13th vaccine card requirement. And it got a lot of people wondering what's going on. How is this going to change my vacation plans? How is it going to impact my vacation plans? Should I cancel? And a whole bunch of other questions. And again, I'm sure you guys have a multitude of questions. Not a problem. We'll try to get to them as fast as possible. But also keep in mind, we can't get all the questions answered. So, of course, the fastest and the more assured way to get your question answered is, of course, to super chat. That would be greatly appreciated. So September 13th is coming really quickly. We have less than a week. But before Labor Day, before the 13th, we have Labor Day coming up this weekend. And if you are planning on coming here within the next few days for the weekend, obviously for Labor Day, it's going to be a long weekend. There's a lot of restrictions going on as far as the crackdown on large gatherings. Hawaii is really trying to stop massive gatherings from happening. And of course, Labor Day coming up just this weekend, they're going to be out in full force trying to break up all these large gatherings, whether you're having a barbecue under a tent or you're on the beach or wherever you may be.
Keep it on the tent.
Yes, on maybe people go out on boats and they have a lot of people on the boats. They're going to be the Coast Guard out patrolling. They're going to set up checkpoints, because another thing is they're trying to stop people from consuming too much alcohol, because then they're more liable risk for injuries, which again goes back to the point of going to the hospital. And right now our hospitals are maxed out. So they're trying to alleviate that at all costs. So it's just been really crazy here.
So the restrictions are pretty much the same as of right now. Still, if you come into Hawaii, you either have to present your vaccination card records and be vaccinated fully at least 14 days before your departure, or if you have not been vaccinated or just have one shot, it is a 72-hour test required before your departure. Or you would have to quarantine for 10 days if you choose not to go by any of those requirements.
Mm-hmm. And as I was talking about Labor Day weekend, what they're enforcing for Labor Day weekend is all gatherings are reduced to 10, indoors and out. So as you can see, this banner I put up here, it says group size 10 for indoors and 25 for outdoors. That will not apply for Labor Day weekend, because they know that's the time people want to get together and celebrate. So they're not doing that. It becomes 10 indoors, 10 outdoors. There's also no canopies, no pop-up tents at the beaches or on the park. So they don't want, I guess, the tents, more people can, be in the tents.
But again, umbrellas still okay.
Umbrellas are fine, right? As long as there's no pop-up tents or just, canopies or whatever. Businesses, restaurants, and churches, they'll all be able to operate under regular guidelines. And if you break those rules, it will be a $250 fine. So that's kind of steep, and I don't think you would want to do that. So they're really deterring everyone from really gathering, and that goes across all the Hawaii islands. Okay. You guys have any questions? Let's kind of jump in and see if anyone has any questions.
I have some questions.
You have
from
some questions on Instagram. Okay.
Mhm.
So let's go to Instagram and answer some questions. Remember, guys, if you're new here, let us know that you're new so we could welcome you, of course. And if you're not,
who is going to be enforcing the vaccine and negative test checks at restaurants and bars?
So the law will be passed. So it will be up to the restaurants to have someone check for your vaccine cards.
Mhm.
And the way they're posing it is basically if I'm an establishment and I don't check and the word gets out that I'm not checking, that I will get a visit and I will get a fine.
So it is a mandatory
Yes, it's
requirement
mandatory.
for businesses
Mhm.
to put some type of system, either a person, restaurants are also allowed to create some type of apps to check, but it's really going to be up to the business, but it is mandatory. And not only the business, but not only restaurants and bars, but activities might also be checking for vaccine cards or tests 48 hours before the visit. I called Polynesian Cultural Center and they said that they will be enforcing that law at Polynesian Cultural Center. So if you have booked your activity after September 13, just be prepared to present your card, vaccination card, or 48-hour test. I also called the Kualoa Range and they are not sure yet. So because the law is new, a lot of details still have not been
Finalized or put in place.
Right. And so some businesses are also not sure whether they're going to be implementing that or not, but luau's are operating under restaurant rules. So if you're planning to go to a luau after September 13th, also be prepared to either test or present your vaccine card.
Right. So again, a lot of this information. Thank you, Selena, for the super chat.
Thank you so much, Selena.
Greatly
Appreciate it.
So a lot of these rules that they're putting into places, we made a lot of phone calls, and some of the establishments, the businesses, they're still not sure. They haven't gotten all the information, and they're waiting as the day gets closer for them to announce how they're going to go about moving forward with checking for a vaccination card. As Irina mentioned, she called Kualoa Ranch, and we asked them, so will we be able to have the official card, or can we take a photo? And his answer was basically they really don't know. So a lot of questions to be answered moving forward. But of course, we're going to keep you posted on everything you need to know, especially we know you guys are coming here and you want to know exactly how to move forward with having what you need to get to where you need to go to experience Hawaii, of course. Do we have any other questions?
Christina is asking, how are taxis and Ubers over there? Are they still accessible things? It all depends on the area. It's more accessible in Honolulu area. When you go to the North Shore, it's obviously less, but Uber and Lyft prices right now are fluctuating drastically because normally Uber price to the airport from Waikiki was $25, and now we're seeing that it could be $180. That is a very tremendous jump for the price. But some people say wait half an hour and the prices will go down. So it really depends on demand.
Yeah. I mean, you'll be able to get an Uber or a Lyft. The issue is the cost and what they're charging. And some of it may look ridiculous when you see it pop up on your screen. You'll be like, there's no way this can cost this amount. Well, yeah, it is. So I have a question here. Daniel's asking, coming to Hawaii on September 7th, what will happen when I get there before the 13th? So I'm assuming you're coming on the 7th. And that would be 6 days you have until the actual 13th. So what will happen on the 6th day? Then the safe travel vaccine card mandate will kick in. And when you go to a restaurant, if you're here for 10 days, Daniel, or anything more than the date that this goes into effect, you will have to then have your card with you, because all restaurants will start demanding that you have a card to enter. So I also wanted to talk about what this means for someone who's not vaccinated. So that's where it gets really, really, really interesting, and it gets very, very difficult. First of all, I'm going to put up here a link where you guys can get all the information. If you guys are planning on coming to Hawaii, this website that I'm putting here, and it's also in the link below this video, this is where you will find all up to date. Anything that changes, it will happen on this link here. I had to make about 5 phone calls to eventually get this link, which is specific to people traveling to visitors traveling to Hawaii. So this is definitely worth it for you to check out.
And if you're watching us on Instagram, all the links, or Facebook, all the links are in YouTube under this live stream.
Right. So if you're not vaccinated, so we know if you're not vaccinated, you must take a COVID test before coming to Hawaii, and that's 72 hours before coming to Hawaii. Now, when the mandate kicks in on the 13th, the only way you will be able to go into a bar, a gym, a restaurant, or some activities, as what Irina mentioned before, you have to have a 48-hour test.
Before coming to restaurant, activity, or bar.
Right, 48 hours. So that only leaves 72 hours. So when you get here, and if you're here for, say, 7 days, 10 days, 2 weeks, the longer you're here for, the more tests you're going to have to take.
Unless, of course, you're not planning to go anywhere, just the beach,
right,
or
which
just
doesn't
hiking.
make much sense. But technically, for you to get into restaurants, yeah, you could order like into your hotel or whatever. But yeah, you have to get tested before 48 hours before entering any restaurants, bars, or anything like that. So if you're here for a week or two, you're getting tested at least 3 times, because it's 48 hours before taking the test.
Hours,
yes.
Yeah.
So when you're before your 72-hour expires, then you have to take one to make sure you're within the 48-hour period to then get into restaurants, which will then give you, because the test is only good for 72 hours. So that means within 24 hours, you're going to have to take another one just to stay ahead of the 48-hour window. If that kind of makes sense. I know it's kind of confusing, but in short terms, it's just really difficult if you're not vaccinated to come to Hawaii and eat out or go to a bar. So,
and I have a question on Instagram. How hard is it to get a test in Waikiki, Devon?
So getting a test, there are a few places. I made a phone call yesterday, and I found out that the airport does offer free testing, but then you have to go back and forth to the airport. Someone was asking during our live chat on Instagram, they were asking, well, when I get to Hawaii and I'm going back, do I need to get a test? Not if you're from the mainland. We met a couple from Canada. They have to get tested before going back, right? Mm-hmm. Right. So because Canada is not the
international
mainland,
travel is different, and right now, in international vaccination cards are not being accepted to come into the U.S. So if you're flying from Canada to Hawaii, you still have to get a test from trusted testing partners for Hawaii, and they are not sure yet if it will apply to this new test passport mandate thing.
Mm-hmm. So Phil is asking, this vaccine passport is only for Oahu, correct? As of now, yes. The other Hawaii islands, they're kind of looking at this and kind of seeing what's happening, because obviously Oahu has the highest infection rate, and they're trying to slow the spread. And if it works, then maybe the other Hawaiian islands will implement it, such as Big Island. Kauai is also receiving a spike. They were kind of low, but now today I think they were up to 68, which is the highest they have ever been. So, and again, with Labor Day coming up, they expect things to get worse. That's the reason why they're really trying to crack down. They didn't want to completely shut down for Labor Day because that's a little too extreme right now, but they're trying to keep a balance between both. So right now it's only for Oahu, yes, that's going through this. That's correct.
Are you still leaving Hawaii in October? We'll miss you both. Yes, right now we are planning our trip and our next trip, and we are going to Belize, but we are not leaving YouTube, guys. We'll still be creating travel videos, so we hope you follow our adventures, and we will be doing creating travel guides for every destination that we will go to.
Absolutely. So Andy's asking, so it seems like all restaurants are staying open the same hours. Pretty much, not unless again things get a little higher, I guess, in the counts. Right now we're in
There's
four
no
digits.
curfew.
We're over 1,000. So yes, there's no curfew and no hours on as far as restaurants. So right now restaurants are all operating the same. They're doing 50%, which is a rollback from about a month ago, but they are still open and operating the same hours.
When I was visiting, some places asked to check your QR code. Wow.
Where'd you get that question from? Instagram?
Instagram,
Okay.
yes. That's weird because you get a QR code regardless. So I don't really understand what the restaurants would get out of looking at the QR code unless they have some type of system that will pull up your records if you've been tested before coming or not. But even if you're coming in and you're not getting the test or you're not vaccinated, you're still getting a QR code that somebody will scan, and they will tell you, okay, you're not tested, you need to quarantine.
Right.
So that's
And at the moment, I'm not sure whether, I think at the very beginning, it might be the actual vaccine card they're going to be looking for. And eventually they're going to develop some type of an app or some type of e-system where it'll be scanned on your phone, just because, again, that will alleviate a lot of scammers trying to come into Hawaii with fake vaccine cards, because we've been having that.
Yeah, that's really funny. A couple faked vaccine cards for their kids that are not eligible to get vaccines. Pretty much like only kids 12 and older are allowed to get vaccines, but their kids were 5 and 7, I think, and they decided to fake the card. So of course they got caught.
And then a woman was recently caught a couple of days ago. She spelled Moderna wrong, and it raised the red flag. And when they looked, they found out the card was fake, and she was arrested. So yeah, I mean, people are going around with fake vaccine cards just to get in and out of places. It's so funny because when they first came up with this idea for a vaccine card, that was one of the concerns here in Hawaii. Like, people actually fake a card to come in, but the question was, like, who would do that? Who would actually get a fake vaccine card just to travel? Well, it definitely came to fruition, and there are people who will do that and put other people in danger. That's just the way it is.
And do we have to fill out any forms when arrive? Upon arrival, there are no forms need to be filled out unless you did not fill out all the forms prior to your departure. So Juan, be sure to check out our step-by-step guides on how to fill out all the forms, how to create your safe travel profile, and upload your either COVID test results or your vaccination card prior to your departure. Then you will get a QR code, and you will not need to fill out anything else.
Mm-hmm. So is there anything other than a valid vaccine card needed? And I'm assuming that's to enter Hawaii. Well, if you are vaccinated, that is pretty much all you need. Is just your card, but you have to make sure that it's uploaded to the Safe Travel program.
Yeah, well, pretty much you have to create your profile in Safe Travels site, create your, fill out the health questionnaire 24 hours before, upload your results, the card, get the QR code, and then you're good. Mm-hmm. How are your plans going with your move next trip? We are planning our next trip, so it's going.
Yeah, it's moving slowly but surely. So a couple things that are affected due to this change. So you guys asked us, where can we get kind of Hawaii apparel that are matching and all this stuff, and we always recommend Swap Meet. So the Swap Meet is now open on Wednesdays Saturdays, and Sundays. And now it's only open to monthly vendors. So if you've ever been to the swap meet, it's a football stadium, and then there's tents, which are vendors. And vendors rent these spaces out daily or monthly. So there are two different types of members. If you're a daily member, then they won't be there. So now they've been removed. The only people that are allowed to be at the swap meet are monthly vendors. And they're opening up the space a little bit more. So in between each vendor, it used to be back to back to back. Now they're spacing them out a little bit more.
So it will be less vendors.
It will be less vendors, absolutely. And they're going to reduce the parking by 50%. So there you have it. They're spacing things out much more. Also, you guys know KCC, which is the farmers market, that will be closed tomorrow and the following Saturday. And that's due to the spike that we're having. When it returns, they're not sure. If it continues this way, they'll probably continue to keep it closed. So just check back and we'll let you guys know. If things get a little better, then they'll open it back up. And for those who don't know, KCC, again, is one of the biggest farmers market here on Oahu.
Jacqueline says, I will be flying there tomorrow for my birthday. Hope to see you guys out and about in Waikiki. Thanks for being so informative with everything. Happy upcoming birthday, Jacqueline, and have a safe flight. Aloha, Ian.
Okay, looking at other questions here.
Will we need to carry our physical vaccination card, or the digital cards are accepted?
Say that again.
Will we need to carry our physical vaccination card, or our digital cards will be accepted too?
So right now, that's kind of what's up in the air. We're not sure exactly what it will be, but as the 13th approach, the mayor will actually make another announcement, and they're going to implement some types of rules or regulations on how to carry forward with, is it going to be the physical card you need, or is it all digital? And I'm sure eventually it's going to move to all digital, but I'm assuming right now it'll probably start with the card because everyone who's vaccinated have that. So that's probably the best way to start, and they are accepting it. Obviously, when you're coming in, that's what you have to show. And then eventually they'll roll out some, like I said, some type of app or electronic app that will be able to keep track of your card.
Are the tests still free?
Some places they are free. Other places, most places, is through your insurance, or you have to pay for it.
The Sheraton Waikiki has a testing site at the hotel. Yes, it still has.
The Sheraton does have a testing site.
What activities would you suggest that won't require a vaccine card or 48-hour test? Snorkeling, shopping. Again, some businesses are still not sure whether or not they will be obligated to implement that rule or not. So anything outdoors right now and anything that is not an organized activity, then you can do on your own.
Yeah. So just last week, we had a gathering of over 400 people that was that was broken up by law enforcement, and they were what? They were high schoolers or something?
Oh, they're freshmen.
Yeah,
first year.
First year, and they needed to get out. That was kind of what they said, and there was 400 of them together, all at the beach, and they broke it all up, and they gave out a few citations. So yeah, it's still a thing. People are still getting together, and I mean, 400 people. Wow.
Love all the details that you give from Hawaii, but I'm really excited to see your amazing videos from other countries.
Thank you so
much, Kokotona.
Nancy's asking, how much is a COVID test? So curious. Do you have any information on that?
No, over $100 for sure.
Yeah, some places are really, really expensive. But I think as this rolls out, there are going to be more places. And again, the link below, that's scrolling below, and also under this video, you'll be able to get a lot of information there, including the cost of some of the tests. So I would definitely suggest you check out that link, and it will give you the information you need, kind of fill in the blanks.
Will popular outdoor activities require vaccine test? Hanama Bay Flea Market, again, a lot of activities are not sure if they will be required mandated to ask for that or not.
Yeah.
But by next week, we should know most of them. Going in October with my children, have any activities closed on beaches like surfing? Thanks, by the way, you guys are super helpful. Thank you, Miss
Thank you so
Alvarez.
much.
No, everything is open right now.
Yes,
All the
everything
activities.
is open. And again, what's going to make it difficult, really, really difficult, is if you are not vaccinated. They're making you jump through just crazy hoops to get here if you're not vaccinated.
And if you are vaccinated, do you still need a negative test within 48 hours? No, you do not.
So a COVID test in LA is $170. Is that a rapid test or is that just regular?
Do ABC stores shopping require vaccine or tests to enter? I don't think shopping is going under that rule, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. But again, if anything changes, such as something like that, we know ABC stores is all over the place, and it helps a lot of people get what they need. So if that's the case, we will definitely know, and we'll let you guys know.
Will Oahu West Dolphin Snorkeling be open still if I have a reservation? They should be open, yes. But again, call them and find out if they will require a test or vaccination card.
I have a question here. John is asking, should I rent or bring my own snorkel?
It's up to you.
There are some places. So, for example, Hanauma Bay is not renting anymore.
Okay.
So, and that's a popular spot for snorkeling. That's why most people go there. So, in a situation like that, I would say bring your own.
I mean, you can buy here. There are lots of places that you can buy it here.
Mm-hmm.
Hanauma Bay, by the way, raised their prices to $25 to enter, guys.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We're supposed to come in December with my daughter cheer group for a parade at Pearl Harbor. Do you think there is any chance that will still happen? We cannot predict the future. Nobody can predict the future. It all depends on numbers. But right now, all the major events are being canceled. I'm flying out to Oahu for my birthday, 9/20, and your advice information has been an absolute godsend. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
You have a question here. You might want to.
Would you recommend to book the activities like catamaran, Polynesian day tour, and other, or wait when you're actually in Oahu?
Don't wait for anything. Book as soon as you possibly can.
Right now, even though there are a lot of people canceling because they are not coming, so spots are opening up. But once you get here, most likely you will not find any spots available. So definitely book as far in advance as possible.
Mm-hmm. Larry says, I'm thinking about hiking to Kaena Point. Are the gates still closed by the beach, or in general, are the parking lot trail closed? As far as we know, they're open.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think they're closed.
Yeah, they were closed at some point on the west side, but then they opened up. So I don't know if they're still closed or not. I think they're still open.
Adriana asks, is the Aloha swap meet canceled? It's not canceled. I just went over that a little while ago. It's just been reduced to 50%, and there will be less vendors. And it only operates on Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. So those are the new things.
Chambers says that it was open. Kaena parking lot was open.
Nola says, can I just say you guys are awesome. Can't wait to wear my pink JBO pineapple t-shirt in Waikiki.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So appreciate it.
Be sure to tag us when you do wear it. Did you do the tour video on Kuala Range? No, we have not been to Kuala Range. I mean, we've been there, but we did not record any videos.
Let's see any other questions we have here. Miranda asks, do you think things will settle down by December or get worse? Well, let's just hope it gets much better by December.
Yeah, but all the rules, hopefully.
Yeah, as of now, things are really, really spiraling out of control. Our hospitals are filled, and it's a lot right now. So right now, it's really, really bad. So let's not hope it gets any worse.
Peace, Love, Balance says, remember to leave wrapper trash at home. Don't bring gear still in a wrapper. That's referring to whoever is going to decide to bring their own snorkeling gear. Be sure to leave the packaging at home, and be sure to take your mask and the tube back home as well, because Hawaii has a lot of plastic and we don't want any extra plastic to be on the island. So even if it's broken, be sure to bring it back to the mainland.
Bastos is asking, are all farmers market canceled or just KCC? As of now, just KCC is canceled for this Saturday and next, and then they'll see how it goes after that.
Billy is asking, we're going to be traveling within the next week. Anything we should be aware of? Everything we're talking on this live stream, you should be aware of.
Yes, for sure.
And if you are staying till the September 13th, just be aware that in restaurants and bars and activities, you will be asked to present your vaccine card or negative COVID test taken within 48 hours of going to a restaurant.
One of our members is asking, how long will these restrictions last? Is it 2 months? It's actually less than 2 months. They're kind of running this test now and see what happens. I think it's within a month. And then they're going to update it. If they need to get it tougher, then they will. They're prepared to do that. But for now, they're trying to see kind of how it goes and how much this can really limit the amount of people that gather or the spread.
Aloha, Sam. Thank you. As restrictions continue to limit what options people have for activities, would you mind doing a video on activities that don't need vaccine test proof? Maybe outdoor destinations suggestions. Any outdoor destinations don't need the test right now. So any beaches or hiking you can do without the test. But updating every single activity, I think it's a little bit challenging. It's best if you just call whatever you're interested in doing.
Sheen is asking, has there been any discussion about the booster for the vaccine? I'm planning on coming December. It would be my first trip to Hawaii. Your video has been very informative. I'm new. Welcome. So as far as the booster vaccine goes, there's just been talk about it. It hasn't even been released yet. And here in Hawaii, it's not a part of the conversation that I'm aware of. But when they do roll that out, I'm sure that may be a thing. But we'll definitely keep you posted here if it does become a thing. That's for sure. Carrie says, good place to get swimming attire. Walmart? It's cheap. Or when you say
bathing suits.
Yeah, it's like bathing suits or something if you want to go surfing.
Ala Moana Mall has a lot of bathing suit shops.
Yeah. A lot of the shops in Waikiki with that sells bathing suits are very expensive. So it really depends on what it is that you're looking for. Brandon is asking, are the restaurants reducing their capacity along with this? No, the restaurant, they already went through a rollback with the restaurant back to 50%. So now when this gets rolled out on September 13th, it remains the same, 50%. They're really trying to go through this juggling act where they're not really affecting tourism because they know that is a huge part of I guess the economic structure here in Hawaii. So it's going to be affected one way or the other, obviously, with reducing things to 50% and now asking for vaccine cards, when you are doing these activities. But for the most part, they're trying to not shut things down. That's kind of the last things they're trying to do. So,
how much time would you say we need before checking into our flight with all the checkpoints? Well, the check-in to a flight, Billy, is only 24 hours allowed, but you can create your safe travels profile for as far as you want. You can check it now and fly next year. But the health questionnaire is only 24 hours before your flight, so is the check-in for the flight itself. I have my JBO Rooster Beach backpack. I can't wait to take it all over Oahu with me. Awesome. Thank you. My wife and I was there for the first time and loved it. Awesome. Walgreens on the mainland is free for testing. Good to know.
Moderna is asking, Miranda, sorry. She's asking, have you guys noticed if there's a decline in tourists since the new restrictions, or is it all the same? There have been a tremendous decline in visitors here. We go out every other day walking through Waikiki on Kalakaua Avenue, which is the main avenue, and it feels to us already as if it's a ghost town. Obviously, there are people walking around. It's not like it was last year when we were in the middle of COVID, but there are significantly a lot less people. A lot of places where the lines would be so long, it'd be like an hour and a half wait to get something. It's not like that anymore. You're lucky to see if there's anyone actually online. There's only a few places where you still see 5 people online or something like that. But for the most part, walking around Kalakaua Avenue just seems really quiet right now.
And if you have an Instagram, be sure to follow us on Instagram, because we do go live on Instagram, and we just posted recently a live video on the walking through Kalakaua Avenue, and you can see a big difference. Usually you need to weave through people to go through, but now it's just a few people just passing by. Do they sell beach umbrellas and chairs all year long? Yes, they do.
All year long. This one, Irina, Karen is asking, what about kids under 12? Do they need to get a negative test to prove?
Kids under 12 are exempt, so they can just go into restaurants and not bars, but activities without presenting a vaccine card or a COVID test. Obviously, they're not allowed to be vaccinated, but to fly into Hawaii, they do need to get a COVID test in order to be exempt from 10-day quarantine.
So Robert says, Hawaii News now said that there was a large COVID breakout at a popular Waikiki restaurant. Do you know which one it is? I was actually going to address that. They did not say which restaurant it is. They just said it was a large restaurant chain. I don't know if that would be Cheesecake Factory. But again, there are a lot of restaurants that are chains in Waikiki. So I don't know if that, but that's kind of just the first one that pops into my mind.
Yeah, we actually last week we went by Eating House.
Eating House was, I don't, is Eating House a chain? I don't know. Do you guys know of a restaurant called Eating House?
It's a part of Roy's.
Oh, so maybe.
So they had one of the employees, or I don't know how many, that had COVID, and they closed for sanitization and testing all the
So
employees.
maybe that was one, because we go there often, and we went there for dessert. And when we got there, it was closed, and we were like, what's going on? And then someone was just walking by, and they said, they closed because there was a case of COVID in there. So between July and August, they had 2 clusters. It was 40 people. And again, it was a large restaurant chain, and it was because the employees were not vaccinated. And that's how that cluster kind of came about.
Roberta says you guys are the best because of your videos.
Thank you so much. Wow, a swab test in Canada is $199, awesome. Darlene K says. Wow. Laura says, things book up. Don't wait. They sure do. The last thing you want to do is wait for you to get here to try to make reservations. Chances are it will not happen.
If you find this information useful, guys, don't forget to click like.
Yes, click that like button, guys. And obviously, if this is useful information, you know anyone coming to Hawaii, we'd greatly appreciate it if you were to share this video with them as well. Let's see if we have any other questions here. Irina, you want to show, let's just bring up, I'm going to show you guys what the website that's scrolling down at the bottom of the screen here. It's the link. The actual link is actually below this video as well. And when you go to that website, this is what it will look like. So it's Safe Access Oahu. It'll give you some information. But this is the site that you really need to go to get information. I know you guys on Instagram can't see this right now, but again, if you go to our YouTube channel, the link will be in the description if you need to find information. But in here, you'll find all the information on pricing, the testing, and if any, well, things will change as we get closer to the 13th. They're going to implement different rules and regulations and how the restaurants are going to deal with it. This website that we're showing you now, this will be updated with all the information you need. At least that's what I was told. Certain information is not on there now because it's not clear yet, because this just got rolled out.
They're still trying to verify and clarify all the rules and regulations because it is new to Hawaii government as well. Coca-Cola is asking, are you going to continue selling merchandise when you move to Europe? We are not moving to Europe, really. We are planning to slow travel the world, and we want to stay in each country from a month to 3 months. And yes, we will be creating different designs for different countries. And our shop has 3 printing locations, right?
Yes. So in Europe, in Asia, and on the mainland.
So if you decide to, if you ordering from Europe, there is a printing location for our shop in Europe, and it will be shipped faster from Europe.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to live in Europe? No, we're not going to live. We're just going to slow travel for 3 years for now, and we will stay in each country from a month to 3 months.
So RT Charge is asking, so from Canada, we need to just show that we've been vaccinated and maybe an ID. So Canada is a little tricky. Again, we spoke to a couple just a couple days ago, and they were from Canada, and it seemed like they had to jump through hoops. They said that they had to take a COVID test, right?
Right. So basically, the U.S. does not accept Canadian vaccination cards as of right now. So for Hawaii, they had to find Hawaii trusted testing partners and take the test.
And they had to go to Toronto for that, right?
Which was $250 per person. So, and then there was a family of 4, so they spent $1,000 just on testing to come here.
Yeah. So they definitely make it difficult.
Please go to Germany. Love it there and miss it. Yes,
oh, yes, we are going
definitely will go to Germany.
For sure.
Thanks for your information. It's really good.
How do you get a clear pass bracelet?
So that's with the airline. Some airlines participated. So not only the airlines, but it has to be in participating city, participating airline. So you really need to find out, call the airline and find out if that airline, the city that you're departing from, is participated in the Clear Pass program, and if they do, you will get the bracelet when you check in for your flight, and when you arrive, it will be so much easier for you to go through.
Yes, and you won't have to wait online. So Brandon says, thank you for all your info.
Thank you, Brandon.
It's also my daughter's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to your daughter.
Happy birthday.
She loves you guys.
Happy birthday. You. That's so cool. A lot of people celebrating birthdays. Yeah. This is like a big birthday month.
We got some hearts on Instagram. Thank you so much, guys.
Nice. Awesome. So again, guys, if you have any questions, just put #Q before your questions so we can find them faster and address them for you.
Kokatono says, please go to Paris. Oh, Paris is my dream.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking if we can stop by in Paris right before New Year's, but we'll see how the rules and regulations, because right now Europe is also putting restrictions on US travelers.
Right.
So we'll see how that will go.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll create a live for you guys, and we'll let you know about what our full travel plans for 3 years is going to look like, and what you guys can expect, because we'll continue bringing you guys really informative videos no matter where we go. And hopefully we get to see you in some of these places as well. That would be awesome.
Do you think tourism will continue to decline for rest of September? I think so.
I think so. I think really for the rest of the year, it's going to be like this. We already know that when it comes to car rentals and the Uber prices and trying to find rental cars, the rental situation, they had already predicted from about 3-4 months ago that this is the way it's going to be for the remainder of the year. So I'm not surprised. Again, COVID's going to be with us. It's not going anywhere. And we just have to learn how to basically live with it and be safe and follow certain guidelines as far as, the social distancing, and not really getting into places where, it's really crowded or they're not practicing, being safe. And I think we should be fine. And eventually, hopefully, it'll all go away,
Andy, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
your
so much for the super
sticker.
chat.
Appreciate it.
Sticker.
Thank you. We really appreciate your support, guys, and your super chats, super stickers, and for those of you who joined our memberships.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking about the membership, so I'm not sure if you guys saw, so we just did, we just put out a video for the Wednesday walkthrough, and that was at the Outrigger Hotel. So if you guys are new, we're letting you guys know that every Wednesday we walk through a hotel here in Waikiki, actually on Oahu, because we've done a couple other hotels on the west side. But our members basically vote for what hotel they want to see, and we create those videos. So if you're looking for a place to stay and you want to know what the hotel looks like, we can leave a link in the description so you guys can check out our playlist. So far we've done about maybe 9 hotels, and by the time we leave in October, we'll have about 22 hotels done. So a lot of hotels.
Sam has a comment about the slowing of tourists. Normally September, November, Thanksgiving, normally slow time of the year. I'm sure COVID has an effect also. Actually, some businesses have already shut down.
Yes.
Our friend Chris and Marta would go to Hawaii. They used to work up to this week, right? They used to work on a semi-sub, and they said 65% of their bookings has gotten canceled because the governor asked tourists not to come. So, and now semi-sub is out of business.
And
a
lot of places are going out of business.
Yes, 70% of hotels said they been seeing cancellations.
Oh yeah,
and
a lot of cancellations.
Unfortunately, if you do decide to cancel, please call your hotel and ask the refund policy, because the hotel says if it's not a complete lockdown, they will not refund or allow you to reschedule. So it's a sensitive situation, guys. So just find out the information before.
Andrea asks, I've seen so many videos on Hanauma Bay Ridge Trail. Are they citing people for this, for walking this trail? They say it's private property.
Yeah. We don't know. There are some people standing outside, like guards.
Yeah, there's sometimes some people standing there. Other times, we have been on that trail once. When we went, there was no one standing guarding it. There is kind of a yellow like bar that opens and closes, I guess, for vehicles to go through. So we just went through it. There were other people on the hike with us. It's paved all the way up. People are walking their dogs. So I'm assuming it's a place where people just go and just take a casual walk. As far as it being private,
I think on the other side you can go. So there are
Okay.
two sides of Hanama Bay. I think on one side is closed for private property, but you can still go the other
The
way
other way.
around. Yeah.
Again, I'm assuming that the bar that was there, that was blocking the road, is for vehicles, because they don't want vehicles to go up there, because it is paved and it's wide enough for vehicles to go up there. And if you've never been to Hanama Bay, when you turn in off the highway, you can make a sharp right. And if that barrier is not there, you would think it's a road, and you would go up there thinking that that's the way to get into Hanama Bay.
Mm-hmm.
So it may be confusing, and that's the reason why that barrier is there, is to block traffic.
I'm celebrating 20 years of marriage in November. I'm
Awesome.
praying we
Congratulations.
still get to go. Wow, 20 years. Congratulations. That's a big number. I canceled Paris, Barcelona for the new restrictions. So going to Maui instead. From Paris to Maui.
That's long. That's
You're
a
going to
long
have a
one.
good time in
Oh, yeah.
Maui as well.
Yeah. But again, keep posted, because
Yeah.
all these islands are, they're changing by the minute. So you definitely want to be able to.
Cali Native is saying, hey guys, here in Gilbert, Arizona, I heard about you going to Europe. That's really exciting. Thank you so much.
you.
We are super excited as well.
I
I can't wait to see Just Be Out International.
Oh, yeah, we're doing it, baby. We're going international with you guys. We're coming to a country near you. Put it that way. For sure.
By the way, guys, before coming to Hawaii, we've been to Russia, Mexico, Toronto, and we do have some vlogs. So if you go to our channel and scroll all the way down
at
to
the
the
bottom.
beginning of our channel, you can see our videos.
Our first vlogs were in Mexico. We were going to cenotes and all these
Yeah.
different adventures in Mexico. They're really cool. So Peter's asking, we're so sad because we had to cancel our vacation to the island for next week. But thank you for your information. We appreciate it. Thank you, Peter. Also, Peter, let us know when you canceled. Obviously you canceled your airfare and your hotels. Did you have any activities that you were planning to do here? And how was your experience canceling? And did you get your money back, or was some of it lost? I'm interested to know that. Let us know in the comment.
By the way, guys, because things are activities are being canceled. If you're still coming and you weren't able to book any activities, go on the activities website that you're interested to book. By the way, on our website, we also have a page where you can book activities through us.
You want to pull that up, Irina? Show them what that looks like. I'm going to get to
Okay.
this question in a second, Beth. So here on our website, if you go to book a tour.
So basically, we're not taking any payments on our site. It's just affiliate links. It will cost you the same, or we do have discounts for some activities, and we
get
just
a tiny little.
We get a commission, and we appreciate your support.
Absolutely.
So, for example, for Polynesian Cultural Center, it says that their super ambassador package is booked till December. But if you go to their booking site and check for different dates specifically, you will find some openings, even though in general, right in front they're saying they are booked till December, you'll still be able to find some activities, some windows there that they are available.
Okay, now I want to jump back to this question. Beth had a question. She says, where are all the approved places for pre-tested listed on the Safe Travel website?
We created a complete video for you on how to find those partners and how to fill out all the forms. We will leave the link
in the description, Beth. It's not there right now, but we will, if check back within an hour or so after this live, then we'll go ahead and we'll post those videos. So if anyone's looking for step-by-step directions on how to upload your COVID test if you're not vaccinated, or if you are vaccinated and you're trying to figure out, well, how do I upload my vaccine card and get my QR code? We go step-by-step and we address everything for you and we show you how to do it. So we're going to leave both those videos down in the description within an hour after this video goes live. So then you can check back.
Hawaiian business is grateful for tourists that still visit despite the restrictions, or are tourists resented because they shouldn't be traveling. To be honest with you, all the tourist resentment only come from social media, from people who are not associated with tourism business. But when you come here, you will not encounter any.
Yeah, you don't really see
any of that.
type of stuff. To infinity, and a mom asks, are all these activities you recommend? So I'm assuming you're referring to these activities
Yes.
on our website. Yes. So a lot of these activities we've done, and these videos that you see here are videos that we've created when we've been on these activities and these tours. And we've done a full review of what to expect, what you should bring, the pros and the cons. We go through everything. So after watching this video, you can definitely make up your mind on whether or not this tour is right for you.
Just curious, when you plan to head out to Europe? I missed the beginning. I love you both. We are leaving Hawaii at the end of October, and our plan is to go to New York for a few days to visit family, then stop in Atlanta for about a week, and then go to Belize for about a month. Then for New Year's, we'll see if, depending on all the restrictions, if we can go to Europe, Russia, Southeast Asia. We really cannot plan too far in advance because all the rules and regulations change so fast. So when the time comes, we'll see.
Yeah, but we'll definitely make a live video, and we'll dedicate a portion of that video to our travels and what our plans are when we do leave in October, and how we're going to be dealing with the changes that are going around all around the world and traveling. So that would be a part of our vlog that we bring to you guys, is what it's like when you're traveling with all the restrictions and the rules. And we found out that some places in Europe, they demand not only that you wear a mask, but you have to wear a specific mask. So it's the the white one that comes out like a beak. I think it's an N95 mask or something like that. So they're asking you to wear a specific mask. I didn't even know that was a thing. But
and in Europe, by the way, also country to country, it varies now. Some countries have restrictions to the point that you have to present a test 24 hours before getting into restaurants, and or your vaccination cards, and then you would have to transfer your card to digital QR code and stuff like that. And some countries don't even wear masks. So it's really interesting how the rules are different. Sam says, I like your design on your shirt, Devon. I couldn't see on YouTube. I can see on IG.
Instagram.
Sam is watching us on YouTube and Instagram.
So we'll quickly pull up on the website here what the store looks like and kind of what you can find on there. So we're on the website. The link is also in the description. And here, Irina just popped into our store, and it's it's called the Hawaii Collection. And basically, we have hoodies, mugs, book bags, and on the left there you'll see the different styles, and then on the right you'll see the different type of clothes and products that we have based on that specific style. If you click Discover More Designs as you scroll down, this will open up all the designs we currently have. So you have the pineapple, the surfboard, the Aloha shirt that I'm actually wearing right now. These shirts are really comfortable. They're really nice. They wash well.
And this is not only on gray background. It would really depend on the shirt.
So click on, for example, the Rooster or Aloha Vibes. So you click on Aloha Vibes and it goes in, and then you can separate between men and women, different accessories, if you want a mouse pad or what have you. So there you go. And they're different sizes. I have this
style shirt right now on, and you can
that's
change.
The one Irina has at the moment. Oh no, you have different ones.
I have different design, but
same shirt, women's roll cuff, right? But just a different pattern. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of different designs. And yeah, you guys can check it out if you're looking for something really cool.
Thank you so much,
Sam. So much.
#Q for us Canadians who are double vaxxed. What will restaurants require from us? What kind of ID will we need to provide?
As of now, we know that it's the vaccine card, the physical card. That can change if there's an app or if you can take a photo of it. That we don't know at this point.
And we also don't know if the vaccine cards that are not from the mainland.
Right. So So we're not sure about that yet.
International vaccine cards. They did not tell us all the rules and regulations. But when it comes closer to the 13th, next week we will definitely update you with exact rules.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't subscribed to our channel, make sure you do so. But most importantly, turn on the bell notification, because a lot of times, as soon as something breaks, we come live right away and we post the video. So if you want to know what's going on in real time, definitely subscribe to our channel and turn on your bell notification.
Steve is celebrating 46th anniversary in Waikiki, October 4th. Love your channel, so informative. Our 5th trip to Oahu.
Wow.
Happy anniversary, Steve,
guys.
And thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you. Greatly appreciated.
And enjoy your anniversary.
Yes.
And Steve, you're getting some hearts on Instagram as well. You're welcome.
Sameshi says, love your channel. Even though I'm moving to the Big Island in 1 month. Wow, that's so cool. Congratulations on that move. What part of the Big Island would you be moving to? Let us know in the comments. So let's see. Any other questions for you guys?
For an hour.
Thank
you so much, guys, for being with us. If you find this information useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up.
Definitely give us a thumbs up on this video. It helps a lot. And also, we have some really cool vlogs for you during the week that's coming out.
What's coming out?
A lot of cool stuff. You want to give them a little update on what's going on?
Okay. Well, first of all, we've done like a month ago, right? We've done a vlog of a Waikiki tour, walking tour from beginning to end, starting at Prince Hotel, going through Aloha Boulevard to the main part of Kalakaua Avenue,
and we call out all the way to where? To Kaimana Hotel. So if you guys remember that vlog where we walked all the way, we tell you all the restaurants and the hotels, and we do all these call outs. We're bringing that video to you this week. We're also bringing you the video from Aulani Resorts, Disney Resorts. We did a video already, if you guys haven't seen that, where we did a complete walkthrough of the Disney Resorts. But the next video coming out for Aulani is pros and cons and tips. So we're going to tell you what we didn't like about the Aulani and what are obviously the best features, and we'll give you some tips along the way. So that video is also coming out this week as well.
Well, you didn't tell what vlog we're coming after that walkthrough tour that we did. So after we did that video, you've been asking us to do a complete walkthrough the beach side, and if it's possible to walk the entire stretch of Waikiki through the beach. And that is the vlog that is coming next. Waikiki beach walk tour from beginning to end. And again, we are calling out all the major hotels, beachfront restaurants, and activities. When are you getting married? Well, that's the question to Devon.
So you put me on the spot. I'm like all flush already.
Soon.
Yes, it's coming. You guys will know. Trust me.
I'm waiting too, guys.
Thank you
James,
so much.
our member James, thank you so much for your super chats. We so appreciate your support.
Pete V, he says, we booked the vacation bundle through Costco. It cost us $500 to cancel.
Oh, wow. All activities were booked.
Did give us a full refund. Lay greetings, kayaking to Chinaman's hat.
Wow.
What was the total in the vacation for the vacation? And do you feel like that $500 that you had to pay to cancel, was that worth it? That's the question.
Well, better than losing everything, because we've
I
heard
mean,
some people lost up to $3,000 to cancel their vacation.
that's crazy. Have you guys ever had 53 by the Sea or Roy's? If so, do you recommend?
We did not eat at 53
50C?
by the Sea because in order to book reservation, you have to book it a month in advance, and we are not really the type of people who want to be planning a dinner that far in advance. I did do a booking once, and I miscalculated the date, so I missed it. So I'm really not excited about waiting for a month to eat.
Yeah.
Roy's, we did eat at their sister restaurant, which is the Eating House, and they have pretty much the same food quality, and even some of the menu items are the same as well. And
Lures, right? Roy's on Lures?
Roy's, they have different locations, but yeah, one on Lures they have, and the food is fantastic.
And we're going to take the last one for today. Last question. Are you moving from Hawaii for just vacation, or will you move back to Hawaii?
Well, if it's a 3-year vacation, you can say that, but we're not sure if we're moving back to Hawaii or not.
Yeah.
Maybe we will fall in love in some other place that we want to settle.
Bali, or
we don't know.
Bali, or
we'll
Switzerland, or who knows. But we'll definitely let you know as we go on our journey. So yes, that's it, guys. Thank you so much again for joining us on Instagram and here on YouTube.
And Facebook.
Yes, and Facebook. We greatly appreciate
you
guys.
Here on Facebook?
Yeah, we had a few comments from Facebook.
Nice.
We greatly appreciate you guys. And again, we will keep you updated. And one last note, guys, if you are a member, whenever we post something, depending on what membership level you're on, it will go inside the community tab. So some of you guys will get free photos of drone photos and photos that I've taken around Oahu. The poll, we create polls to say, what is the next hotel you guys want to see next? So make sure that you keep in contact with the community tab, because that's where everything is posted, and it's only exclusive to the members. So just so that you guys know. And also, anything else we forgot to cover, Irina?
Mm-hmm.
I think pretty much that's it. We're looking forward to putting out more vlogs this week. Again, make sure if you are subscribed to turn on the bell notification, because things will change. I guarantee during the week, things will change. And again, as soon as it changes, we come on here, lights go on, camera goes on, Irina goes on, and we let you know immediately. As soon as we know and we're on top of things, we'll let you guys know. So definitely be sure to turn on the bell notification so you get that notification immediately.
And follow us on Instagram. We go live on Instagram. And
we were on Instagram live just yesterday. We were walking around
doing a shoot. Turtles,
there
guys.
were sea turtles right in Waikiki. Massive sea turtles. But if you didn't follow us on Instagram, then you didn't know that we went live. So do so.
And if you're on TikTok, check us out on TikTok as well, and Pinterest.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here with us. We enjoy hanging out with you, answering your questions, chatting with you. And every Friday we are live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific Time, and 5 p.m. Central Time.
Yes.
So check out the links below in the description, and we will see you next Friday. Bye.
Bye.